Grace used to think cats were quiet animals that stayed in the background. Then Petunia arrived, small and watchful, and the apartment slowly started to move around her. Before she came home, Petunia spent her days in a foster room with soft blankets, shallow food bowls, and a window that looked onto a parking lot. She was still very young then. She liked following footsteps more than toys. If someone left the room, she noticed right away. The foster family kept things simple for her. A quiet place, regular meals, gentle handling. They wanted her to grow comfortable around people before she moved into a permanent home. Grace and her boyfriend had just moved into a third-floor apartment together. They had talked about getting a pet for weeks, though Grace worried she would not know what to do with a kitten. She had always been around dogs. Cats still felt unfamiliar to her. Petunia was not nervous when they first met her. She walked directly toward them and pressed herself against Grace's leg as if she had already decided something. Grace laughed a little from surprise. The apartment stayed very quiet during the first week. They kept Petunia in a small bathroom with her bed, litter box, food, and a few toys. At night, they could hear tiny movements behind the door, small paws shifting around, the soft sound of batting toys across the floor. When the bathroom door finally stayed open, Petunia did not rush. She explored slowly, one corner at a time. She stopped often just to watch. The first changes were easy to miss. She began waiting outside Grace's office chair while she worked. Then she started following her into the kitchen. Sometimes she sat beside the shower curtain and meowed softly until someone answered back. Grace had expected distance from a cat. Petunia wanted closeness instead. Still, Grace worried constantly. She searched for advice online late at night. She wondered if Petunia was lonely. She worried about food, water, litter, sleep. Even when things were fine, she still checked on her again. Petunia kept doing one strange thing. She would hide behind corners and stare carefully before jumping out at Grace's feet. At first it startled everyone. Then they realized she wanted it to become a game. One evening, Grace disappeared behind a doorway and waited quietly. A few seconds later, Petunia crept forward in slow little steps, tail twitching lightly. When Grace peeked out, Petunia jumped sideways and ran in a quick, excited circle across the hallway. After that, the apartment changed a little more. There were toys under the couch, small tufts of fur on dark sweaters. Petunia slept beside computer keyboards during work calls and stretched across clean laundry before it could be folded. She learned how to fetch softballs down the hallway and return them proudly. The routines became steady without anyone noticing exactly when it happened. In the mornings, Petunia waited beside the coffee machine. In the afternoons, she slept near the window where sunlight crossed the floor. At night, she followed Grace from room to room before finally curling beside her on the couch. Sometimes Grace would look through her phone and realize almost every photo was now Petunia. The strange part was how natural it all felt. The worry had slowly turned into familiarity. The apartment no longer felt arranged around schedules or furniture. It felt arranged around small shared habits. Petunia still followed closely behind people. She still watched every movement with careful eyes. But now the home answered her back without thinking. Trust did not arrive all at once for any of them. It came quietly through repetition, through ordinary evenings, through small moments that kept happening again. If this little story stayed with you, you can like, share, or subscribe for more quiet animal stories like this one. We believe some of the softest changes in life happen slowly, almost unnoticed, until one day they already feel like home.